Hello kids, this is Adam here again. This is our last video for the year, and today we're going to show you planting corn. It's that time of year. We usually like to plant, the end of April, first part of May. You got to wait for your ground temperature to get warm enough to plant your corn in. Remember we planted oats the 1st of April. Well, oats can handle the cold weather. As soon as the grass starts greening up, that's when we like to plant the oats. But now for the corn, you kind of want to wait and get the soil temperature above 50 degrees in the morning before you usually start planting. That's the old saying anyway. We do this because you don't want to have frost. You don't want the corn to come up and have frost come and kill your corn. So kind of got to wait and let the soil warm up and be warm enough like it is now. Right now actually it's warm, but we could use a shot of rain here. But anyway, I'll go over the planter and then we'll go plant some corn here and show you how it works. So first of all, I'd like to show you the seed in here. You're probably wondering why it's green and there's some purple in there. It's just the variety of corn that it is, and the green is the traits that are in there, and the purple is the refuge corn in there. We have to have some little bit of refuge in there. That's why it's painted purple, so you can tell the difference in there. And that's what it looks like, and it's treated with insecticide to kill insects once it's in the ground too. But anyway, here's the planter. You got roll cleaners up here that clean the dirt clods, and if you have any trash out of the way, so you have a nice clean roll to plant in. Anyway, this is your openers down here. It makes a little furrow for the seed to fall down into, and there's a seed tube that inside of there where the seed falls down into the furrow that made. And then once the seed is in there, it comes back, and then these closing wheels close the furrow up. So then that's what it is. That's how we plant corn right now. We like to plant the corn about 2 inches deep. Okay. We want this to germinate. And germination is the seed. It sprouts roots and has a sprout on there to come up through the ground, and that's what we want. We want to have that accomplished in the whole field within a day. So you have a nice even stand. That's what we want to do when we plant corn. We want to have a nice even stand. We want to have evenly spaced, and that's what we hope to do with this planter. So we'll get in and we'll go plant some corn now. This is us out planting corn. You can see I'm not using my hands right now. We're running off of a GPS signal. The GPS runs our planter, the speed. It correlates with the planter of how fast we're going to how much seed we're dropping. Right now we're planting at 30,000 seeds per acre. So it's got figured out. It's around about 7 inches is the space between each seed out there. And then once you get down here, we got to turn around and beep at you. And then we'll get turned around here and we'll click the button again and it'll catch and go back. But anyway, and then there's 2 rolls to shut off. Every 2 rolls will go on and off over stuff you've already planted. Once I get to it, it'll come on. Where I haven't planted, each section will come on, and where I have planted, they'll shut off. So it's real nice. It helps save some seed. Also, with that GPS on here, we can switch our population on the go. We can I have my rates plugged in there. I can just go to that page and hit the button of how many seeds I want to plant per acre, and it'll plant it just on the go with that. So that's one advantage. I like using these variable rates out here. You can plant where it's good. You can plant heavier population where it's a little poorer ground. You can cut the population back a little bit. Our monitor over here keeps it. I got it at 30,000 right now. It's just planted a little above it. The bars go up and down. The straight line in the middle is 30,000, so you want to keep it right there. And then it maps at the bottom for us, so we got a map. When you're out here at night, it's really nice and handy to use that map so you can see where you've been. I'll turn to a page here where we can see the whole map of the field, what this field looks like. Let me get to a bigger map here. You can kind of see that's what our map of our field looks like right now. That's the color coded on there is the population correlates with the population out here. So that's what it looks like when we get done. You'll have a map of your field, and it looks pretty cool. So here I'll show you some kids who are asking about what alfalfa looked like. This is my field of alfalfa here. It's going to be in its last year of production. I usually like to let them go about 4 years, and that's probably the top end for alfalfa, and this will be this 4th year. I've already got another field of alfalfa that we planted here a couple weeks ago, so I'll have that to replace that for next year. This is what they look like, just some of what it looks like. It's going to get taller than this. I mean, it's going to be probably knee high when we cut it the first time. That usually is the end of May or sometime first part of June. And this year that's probably when it'll be. Some years it's later, just depends on how the weather is, how warm it gets, how much rain we get. First cutting will probably be about knee high, and then we'll cut it about every 28 days after that, 30 days after that. So we can get about 3 cuttings for sure. Sometimes we can get 4. But this year I'll get 4 for sure because I'm planning on killing it. So we like to have it so you get regrowth. You don't want to cut it too late in September. You got to have some regrowth out here so it can survive through the winter. This winter was particularly tough on a lot of alfalfa fields, with it being not much snow cover and then the temperatures going up and down so much. It's kind of hard on the alfalfa, leaving bare ground out there. They need some cover. Some snow cover works great, or else you got to have a lot of regrowth on there so the roots have enough to make it survive through the winter. So that's what I just want to show you what alfalfa looks like, what you kids were asking about. It's the hay we chop, and it's also stuff I bale too, so that's what it looks like. I'd just like to thank you guys for doing this, being our last video. Thank Rebecca at Ag United, my video guys, my 2 video guys. And thank your teachers too for letting us do this. So with that, I'd like to thank you guys, and we'll see you